Hi everyone, this is Deb Tim, a Canadian girl, and today I want to share with you some changes that are taking place in my little fish room, so please stay tuned. Once again, I welcome you to my little fish room. I have moved some fish and made some changes that I'm going to share with you. Many of you have met Bo, my new flower horn. His name is Bogart, but for short I call him Bo. Bo is in a 40-gallon aquarium all to himself. He is a voracious eater, darting to the surface as soon as I drop in a single pellet. I have been feeding Bo 3 times a day. I feel it's important to feed a couple more times a day, especially young fish, fry, and juveniles. They are growing and need the extra nutrients for the energy they expend. Bo has grown over an inch in the time he's been here. I have him on Okiko Flowerhorn formula, which he loves. He's very active and allows me to touch him, petting his back, and he swims through my cupped hands. I'm working on him. He also has a girlfriend. Now I'd like to introduce you to Greta. This is Bo's girl. I have already tried introducing them, but Bo felt her caudal fin needed trimming. In order to provide Greta with her own sanctuary, I moved the group of fry from this 20-gallon aquarium to a 10-gallon. Giving Greta the entire 20-gallon to herself will allow her to recoup, heal, and grow a little before I try introducing Bo and Greta again. I will create either a cave for her or a divider that only allows her to fit through for safety. I'm hoping Bo and Greta will pair up. I believe she's a female, but I could be wrong. If you know for sure, please let me know. I'm wondering, would venting be the best way to be sure on a flower horn? This is just a temporary setup. It's the jar I had been using as my pond tower. I had to dismantle my 3-section planted betta tank to make room for Greta. In that 10-gallon, I moved my largest fry from the 20-gallon. I needed a large enough home for Greta. I added the substrate and plants with a small sponge filter in the back, and then I added the 3 guppies that were in my Angel's aquarium. My dusk lamp is the light source, and the guppies, they really seem to love it. This is the first of my 3 10-gallon fry tanks. These guys are doing great. There are a couple super red empress dolphin hybrids in here. They're showing markings of the super red empress, but they have the shape of a dolphin. We'll have to wait and see how they color up. Otherwise, this is just a mixed aquarium. This is where I moved the fry from the 20-gallon aquarium that Greta is now living in. They're doing extremely well and will be ready for the local fish store very soon. I will be keeping all of the Aratus for my 75-gallon Ambuna community. The males will stay until they reveal their gender by turning black. Then I will choose one and remove the remaining males. As you can see, Morgan felt the tank needed a little dressing up with her mermaid. These are what's left of the Super Red Empress fry from the tumbler mishap. They are growing incredibly fast. In fact, they've caught up in size to the brood ahead of them. They're very active, healthy, and eating well. So I couldn't be happier. Because I dismantled the Betta's planted tank, they're now each in a 1-gallon cube. Here's Cloud, my male Dumbo. He's doing really well and seems to be quite happy here. I just did water changes on each of the cubes, but you would have been impressed by the bubble nest he built. I don't know why, but none of my Bettas built bubble nests in the 10-gallon aquarium, but as soon as they were in the cubes, they began nesting. In this cube is my deep red Half Moon Shiraz, named after my favorite wine. Thank you, Australia, for your Yellowtail Shiraz. Each of my 5 bettas have a cube with sand substrate. I love the sand as the waste just sits on top and makes it very easy to see. I do water changes on my cubes every other day without fail. Keeping bettas in these small cubes isn't optimal, but providing them with excellent water parameters, they will do just as well as in a small tank. This handsome fellow is another half moon. You'd almost think I have a soft spot for half moons, but actually I don't. I find all the species spectacular. I find them equally unique and beautiful and would never be able to choose a favorite. This fellow is gorgeous with gold finish, with blue trim and a lovely blue body. His name is Marcel. This is my male veil-tail betta. He is the largest of my bettas. His tail reminds me of a paintbrush, so I named him Picasso. Check out the cool little sponge filter in the back. I only bought one to test it first. I wanted to make sure it would fit and do the job. It's doing great. I added an inline tap so I can control the flow, and I also removed the stack as it was just a little too close to the surface. These filters are very small, 2 inches high and 2 inches wide. I ordered one for each of my cubes. I'm not sure I'll be using them regular as my water change routine will not change. But when we're gone for a couple days, I think they are going to be awesome. This is another half moon who I have named Crypto. He is wearing Superman colors, so I thought the name really suited him. Each of these cubes have sand substrate, heat, a light, a plant, and a lid. They're easy to clean and maintain. It is crucial to clean these small 1-gallon tanks every other day to provide excellent care for your betta. If you find that too much work, then yes, you need to put your betta into something bigger. Mine do really well in the cubes. So until next time, this is Deb Tim signing out. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.